Honestly, I don't understand the builders in this sometimes. It seems like they're trolling you. You know, you sit around, you wait and wait and wait, and it's like, well, these are ready to go, guys. Why don't you build one of them? And you keep cranking up, and nothing happens. And then you prioritize, and they build it immediately. It's bizarre. Like, I don't get it. I think what happens is they kind of are stupid about it, and like they'll go and hit this with a hammer 3 times, and then they change their mind. They go like over here, and they hit this with a hammer 3 times, so nothing gets built. It's frozen to death. See, this is frustrating. If we get these built, I don't think we'll have people freezing to death. So, and we just had a ton of them, man, that's brutal. We also still have, let's see, some homeless here. So, getting these homes built, I mean, it's an exercise in patience. You know, sometimes you give them the carrot and sometimes the stick, and you just hope for the best. uh, Management, that's a skill that I wish more people were better at. Because it amazes me how many times I've had just kind of terrible, terrible managers at companies, and then again, I've had really good experiences too. It's either like you have it really good or it's terrible. You know, you can't. There's none of that. Like, ooh, look at our food, 14,000. All right, well, ooh, another trader. Interesting. Now with the seeds, I believe I can buy them. Oh, we only have 9 firewood in here. That's not good. I'm really tempted to buy some of those seeds because there's an achievement. Oh, they also have a ton of food here and stone. Oh wow, yeah. We need to fill this up. Well, there's kind of a cool trick you can do. Actually, if you pin it and keep it open, the trader won't leave. So honestly, I kind of want to buy like all the food, just everything they have. I want it. I want it all. And he is willing to trade for firewood. Promise, we have no firewood. So I'm going to actually leave him open like this. And I know it's a pain. Like, well, maybe that will be a better spot. That way, though, he won't leave us. He's just going to hang out at the trading post, waiting. You know, tapping his fingers, kind of like chewing on his fingernails, all upset that getting madder and madder over time that we're taking so long to fulfill the order. But you know, I honestly I want to buy almost everything he has. I want to get all that food. I definitely want the stone, and I especially want the tools. But you know, it's going to take, let's see, value of 8, so it's 2 firewood. So we need 400, just 400 firewood to buy the tools alone, but really worth it. And I mean, we got this coming in. We have a large supply of stored logs, so I think that's feasible. We definitely want almost everything it has. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Traders equal source of food. I mean, look how many onions you can buy. So if it costs 1, that means 2,000. For 500 firewood, we get 2,000 onions. You know, it's like really generous on the food production, and getting those tools, 200. That's all the tools we need. We're behind 170, so traders really useful beasts. Just about the only thing I wouldn't trade for is the wool. It's tempting, and the reason why is if I trade for the wool and trade for this leather, I could order my tailors to make warm coats, and then put the warm coats back onto the trading area, and get us like really big profit off of that. Basically, it would be almost double the cost of the goods. But I'm probably going to skip that because, I mean, honestly, like by the time I make enough firewood to buy all these seeds, like the plum seeds, the walnut, the corn, apple, getting all that, I mean, it's going to be, that's probably like 15,000 firewood, I would say. And I mean, getting to that point, I'm just going to be ready to kind of dismiss him and move on. But But yeah, let's work towards getting these seeds and especially the tools, and having the food on standby for when we need it is going to be good as well. But first thing first, I would love to get these tools. So let's see. Wait. I think we only need what, 50? Yeah, we can get 50 firewood in here. We can afford those. Oh no, they cost 8. Um, so all right, if you want to buy 200, it costs 8. We need 100 firewood in there. So hopefully we can get it. And I definitely also want the seeds. Now, there are actually a couple achievements associated with that. If we go to here, let's see. I know I want to check another thing as well. So, yeah, tombstone, that's going to take a while. I think it might actually be hard to get on a small map, to be honest, because that's a lot of space going towards cemeteries. We might have to do something where like we build a whole bunch of dummy ones and fill them up and then bust them all up or something. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. One with nature without building. Yeah. So you can still buy the seeds. You just don't plant them. So we can still get this, but also pick up the seeds. And there's a reason for one of the seeds. You need the 8 crop seed types. So and the 8 orchard seed types. So the whole idea of farmer is you've bought every seed in the game. And plus this one here, basically they want you to grow all of them as well. So yeah, we definitely want to start buying seeds now that we have access to traders. Let's see. Yeah, these two are going to be a little tough to get, and the really hard ones are... This one, we should be able to do. But these, the stonework, lumberjack... Stonework is tough, I think. Because it's... You see how it says produce? Basically, you have to run out quarries. And I believe that's 4 full quarries worked with 30 people each. I don't exactly... I need to look up how much stone is in one quarry. So we're going to have to devote a lot of land to quarries, unfortunately. And to iron mines. But, you know, it would... And this one we're kind of working towards, but that's just a slow build towards it. Let's see. Healthy... we really ought to consider getting some medicine, as well as the... Actually, I need to build a hospital. So let's do that and try to get this up. Let's see, built from stone. Getting there. That's a slow one as well. This one, I mean, you'll get it eventually. You really will. If you start building farmland and you don't starve, and you get like enough people working at different jobs, that one will just happen. Let's see. This one, ooh, we're close to. I think if the last 2 buildings we need are actually the church and we need the church, the tavern, and the hospital. So we're close to that. This one, that's tough, but so we need 4 markets for this. So essentially 4 little town centers. So that's something to keep in mind. Once we get farms, we'll be able to kind of really plan out little satellite towns and everything. Let's see, build a town. Oh, interesting. So you don't get this one. Oh. This might be a little different from what I thought, because we haven't unlocked it yet. I think it has to be at a population of 300, and it has to be after 100 years have passed by. Oh. So that one's actually remarkably easy, it's just a matter of time. Same with this one, because I imagine by the year 200, the far distant future of 200, we should, flying cars, hoverboards that aren't just gimmicky marketing BS, gimmicky fad toys. But yeah, like, I think both these might be a little bit easier to get than I originally thought. We're getting close to builder. This one might be a little tricky because I mean, 5 boarding houses. That's pretty brutal, actually, and a town hall. um, let's see. Healthy. We should start working on healthy, actually, but food variety will help that a lot. We just don't have food variety up there that high. So let's see. This one just eventually happens, you know. Most of the achievements really aren't terribly difficult. Like the harder ones are like uneducated. So I'm glad that we don't have to really struggle with that. And this one, it's time, it's patience to get the 900. And that one is actually fairly easy. It just means over time, you know, with school running. Anyway, let's resume. So we do want to buy up those seeds. So yeah, I need people working firewood sooner rather than later, and I need like a big extra amount of it. So hopefully that'll happen. Let's see. We have all the fishing assigned. Let's see, hunters divisible by 4. Yeah, it's just kind of. At least we're getting way ahead on food. I actually might need oh no, we're maxed out on food and log production, so. Still low firewood. I mean, the only way we get ahead on that is if we go and upgrade more houses, I think, or just really get a ton of extra people make. Actually, it's starting to climb up. It's starting to climb. I'm surprised then that some of these houses are struggling to get it. It might just be like such a long walk for them. It might be a good idea to say build a market like up over here or something, because they have to walk pretty far to get to the firewood. But it looks like it's starting to climb, which is nice. And we're starting to get some in here. Good. What's the stone trade for 7? What an awkward number. 7 and 8 are so hard to multiply and divide. It kind of drives me crazy. Let's see. Now, seeds, you only need to buy 1. You never need to buy more than 1. So, even though they are offering 2, I'm just going to take 1. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's climbing slowly. I kind of want to assign more people to the trade post, to be honest. Yeah, just kind of getting things going. Do we have more woodcutters? No, still one more down here, so. Yeah, because if we can just do this trade, no more problems with tools. At least for a little while. Eventually the tools will start to break and, you know, it might be, we'll have some trouble all over again, but, oh good, the school's built. Let's get a teacher going. And you'll see, you'll start to get students. Now, how many can this hold? I always forget. I think only 20. And since we have 54, we kind of need 2 more schools. Where to put them? Where to put our schools? I want to put one. It won't fit there. This is kind of a useless little strip of land. It's a shame, but can't really fit anything else there. I can put a well in there, but not much else. Or I could, you know, I could feasibly stretch the road like 1 over and have it be kind of weird and have a house in there. I might do that. Let's see, have you filled up? 5 students. Okay, if that's 6 and that's about a 4th, yeah, it holds 20. So let's build, honestly I need like 2 more schools. Schoolhouse. Will you fit here? Oh, so close, but so far. What a nuisance. Maybe, I mean, honestly, not much else is gonna fit there. Sure. It's a little gnarly, but I mean, you know, that could be the public school. Yeah, education in America, man, that's a thing, or was. But yeah, I was lucky enough to go to a really good high school. Um, and occasionally I ran track and cross country, and occasionally we would go over to you know, we would have track meets at public schools. And what is going on with making public schools look like prisons? It's so upsetting. It's like these are kids that want to, you know, make their mark on the world, and you're telling them that they need to have a metal detector at the entrance to the school and barbed wire fencing all around it. It makes me so angry. It's like, it's not how human beings should be treated, no matter what their age is. Anyway, yeah. Oh, up to 100, so I think that... Isn't that enough? Well, let's see what 100 gets us. If that's enough for tools. So that gives us 400. Yeah, I think... No, we're way short. Oops. Okay, so 1,600, so we need 400 tools. Okay. Oh dear. Diphtheria. Diphtheria all over again. Well, we'll unpause the hospital. We'll just have to wait it out. I mean, at this point, like, I'm fine with it. I don't think diphtheria is going to end our civilization or anything of that nature. Still some cold houses, though. I'm flabbergasted by that. Supremely flabbergasted. But yeah, you know, it's like, and I mean, they're inner city schools, and I guess they've been struggling with gang violence, but maybe it's because the kids in the area aren't given any opportunities. You know, it's like, it upsets me that we have rich fat cats in the U.S. arguing that we need to privatize all education and, you know, basically deny people who are unlucky enough to be born poor the right to knowledge. I mean, it's a vast moral failing, I think, when you start to see dollar signs when it comes to public good, you know. Anyway.